Yeah, hi again. In this part, I will be answering the selected problems for you from chapter 1. Okay, so you have already the chapter's video, and this is the practicing on it. So we will be answering the selected questions. Okay, now the selected questions over here are number 4, basically, number 4, 7, 8, 9. Now, what are the natural GDP and the natural real unemployment rates to the rate of inflation? Sorry, how are the natural real GDP and the natural real unemployment rates related to the inflation rates? So we talked about that when natural real GDP equals real GDP and the natural unemployment rate equals the actual unemployment rate when inflation is constant. Okay, so natural real GDP and natural real unemployment rate assumes that the inflation rate is constant. So whenever you see the word of natural, it means inflation is constant, no tendency to rise or fall. Okay, that's all. The big three concepts of macroeconomics are the unemployment rate, the inflation rate, productivity growth. Discuss which of these concepts primarily related to the behavior of the economy in the short run and long run. So the unemployment rate and inflation rates are the concepts used to assess the economy over the short run. Okay, but living standards and the income of people, which means productivity growth in the long run, are related to the economic evaluation. Okay, so unemployment rate, inflation rate are used to evaluate economy over the short period and productivity over the long period. Okay, question number 8. Explain why productivity growth not only allows a society to have higher living standards in the form of more goods and services, but also allows it to increase the percentage of an average person's life that is spent in school, on vacation, retirement, or in other non-work related activities. When the productivity increases, it means the same amount of goods and services can be produced within less time. Okay, and this is the same if we say within the same time more goods and more services can be produced. Okay, so if we put in the formula, so we can see the average productivity per person increases. Okay, so they will save some extra money so that they can spend on other activities rather than work related stuff. Okay, question number 9. says that explain how the value of real GDP relative to national real GDP can be used by policymakers to decide how to change the value of target variables. Okay, the value of target variables. So we said when the economy is not on the target point and the target level, the policymakers use some actions and use these target variables to stabilize the economy. Okay, so from the real GDP and natural real GDP perspective, how they do that. So when real GDP is above natural real GDP, there's a tendency for the inflation to rise. Okay, unemployment rate will be also too high. When natural real GDP is above real GDP, or let's say when real GDP is below natural real GDP, inflation rate tends to fall, okay, to decrease. Therefore, by examining where real GDP is relative to natural real GDP, or how fast real GDP is growing to comparing to natural real GDP, policymakers can decide to adjust the policy instruments according to this and to recover the economy to the target level. Yeah, that was it. Thanks for your attention.